the distant spring. Hello, security, you, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 1. We'll be exploring the distant spring and gather as much sweet. What do you mean there's already 100 out? Oh, right. This is a Pikmin 1 thing. So, fun fact. There's this mechanic in the first game. I think it appears in Pikmin 2 as well. I don't know if it's in 3 or 4. But there's this really dumb mechanic where when you lose Pikmin in a certain spot, they'll grow more there in the next day. And it could probably be useful, but it's really annoying at the beginning of the day. Because, like, we try to get 100 Pikmin right here, but there's one kind of, like, buried somewhere. It's not the most ideal thing in the world. But we have a new friend now. And unfortunately, that new friend is also going to be dead soon. Because there's something coming up in the distant spring that I would like to take care of right now. There are some optional bosses across Pikmin 1, and what we'll be seeing today is easily the most difficult one. Possibly the most difficult boss just in general in the Pikmin series. This is one that I still struggle with whenever I replay this game. So let's see, hopefully things will go well. Never mind! Never mind! Okay. Okay. I had this big idea that this is going to be the day we'll be taking care of the Smoky Prog, which is the most difficult boss in Pikmin history. And I was really looking forward to it, but we did the thing instead where, like, we destroyed the egg and it didn't hatch from the egg and then it became a dead thing. So, never mind. We were too awesome. We'll definitely see it another time, but for now, let's just focus on actually doing stuff. I got the pufferfish right here. We probably have a different name that makes a lot more sense in the Pikmin context, but alright then. So, a bit of a fun story about this guy. I used to use a phrase when describing what this guy would do that I didn't realize was not exactly the most family-friendly phrase in the entire world. And I learned this from another Let's Player who also did this thing a lot in his early videos. So whenever this guy uses like the wind attack, well, first let's go over this real quick. I found my interstellar radio. Not only does it emit a constant SOS signal, it also broadcasts voices from space that will brighten up my moments of boredom. The dolphin, while comfortable, becomes quite a lonely place in the depths of the night. In the dark of the night, terror will find her. In the dark of the night, I'm gonna sing. But yeah, so what I used to say back when I was an idiot, the bad guy, like the pufferfish frog, whatever you want to call that guy, his wind attack would blow the flowers off the Pikmin's head and turn them back into leaves. And when I would describe this to my sisters, I thought of a phrase from the pirate movie that I didn't think anything inappropriate of it. I didn't know it was an appropriate term, but I would describe them as deflowering the Pikmin, because that made sense in my head. Like, they lose the flower on their head, and so, like, they're not a flower anymore, so that made sense in my brain. And they used this phrase in the pirate movie, which my mom loved, and we watched it a couple times growing up, and I thought it was an okay phrase, but no, that's not exactly family-friendly, and I apologize for saying in this video, but for historical accuracy, I kinda had to tell that story. I think I did say it a couple times in the Let's Play as well, and a fun story about the early days of my channel. Back when, at least during 2012 and 2013, my mom would have my sisters preview my videos before watching them to make sure that they would be okay to watch. Because back then I was still a kid. Like, I was like a teenager, like 14, 15, 16, somewhere in that time frame. And my mom didn't want me to say anything in my videos that would, like, say anything too personal, like, the big rules with being big rules with my mom being okay with the videos was the fact that I wasn't allowed to say where I lived, and I wasn't allowed to say where I was going to school, like all of those important personal things. So my sisters would preview them to make sure they'd be okay. And yeah, they didn't catch that I said that in the Pikmin Let's Plays, and I didn't know what it meant. So when I went back to watch them a couple years later, I was like, wait, what did I just say? Interstellar radio. This part will send out the daily SOS signal. I have so little time remaining, though, that I have no option but to continue my search rather than waiting for a rescue party. Having to collect every part is a bit overwhelming, but I get the impression that not all parts are needed to fly the ship. I've never covered 16 out of 30 parts. If I find just 13 more, I should be able to increase the ship's capabilities. So yeah, not all the ship parts are required to complete the game. I will say it's probably one of my lesser... Why are you all the way over there? We'll come back for you later. That's probably one of my more lesser favorite parts of this game, honestly. There's a couple ship parts they tell you they don't need, and I feel like they aren't really clear ahead of time which ones, like, you don't actually need to get ahead of time. And it's kind of annoying because you go through all the effort of getting that ship part, and then the game tells you they don't actually need this one. It's like, oh, great, I just wasted my time for nothing. Isn't that fun? Now, I do still complete this game every single time I play through it. Like, I've never done a playthrough of this game where I didn't get all the ship parts, aside from getting the bonus video footage from the original Let's Play. And yeah, I always go for 100% completion whenever I play through this game, so it just kind of feels pointless to have some ship parts that aren't required. It's just something I'm not personally super fond of. Was that really all we needed? We were just one bomb short of taking down that wall. Are you kidding me? Alright then. Well, let's see if this will be useful. Great. Alright, multitasking powers activate. Yellow Pikmin will take down this wall, and the blue will take down this one. I feel like that, yeah, PS and Earthbound will be very happy with the blue Pikmin because they're already blue. It's like, no, you can't have red or yellow Pikmin. They all must be blue. Blue, blue. It's my Zirconium rotor. Zirconium. Yeah, that word. It's made from rust-proof zirconium, which is particularly suited for making spaceship parts. I had to pay a lot extra to have this installed, and I suspect the mechanic overcharged me. Oh, you only need 30. I thought you need like 40 or something like that. Oh well. We're gonna have the rest of our buddies over here. Please go to the right, 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 please go to the right. You're stuck. You're stuck. Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Okay. Okay. This might not... Okay. Alright. Okay. That's good. That is good. That's very good. I was so worried they're gonna go down this road, and there's like a crap ton of enemies over there, and we probably don't want to deal with that at the moment. So everything is all fine and peachy and daisy and Rosalina-y and Pauline. So I have a bit of a prediction for the next Mario game. It might not be the next one specifically, but I feel like there's going to be a Mario game within the Switch 2 generation that's going to introduce a new princess. I don't exactly have anything to back up this theory, but it's something I was thinking about recently, and I was like, I wonder what they could do with the next Mario game to make it interesting. Ooh, new princess! Everybody loves a waifu, so that would definitely be like a fun thing that will get a lot of people's attention for a new game. Because like Pauline was definitely one of the bigger things that stood out about Mario Odyssey was the fact that they were bringing back Pauline in the mainline Mario games. Because she had appeared in like the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games at that point, but she hadn't been in like a mainline game in forever, so it'd be cool to see what they would do if they introduced like a brand new princess. Zirconium Rota, made of rust-proof zirconium. It is shiny as new, despite being left out in the planet's harsh environments. I've never covered 17 out of 30 parts. If I find just 12 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Okay, we got 2 Pikmin out there somewhere, but we'll find them at the end of the day. Let's go over the... Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alright then. I don't want to throw you in the path of the bull bear, but you're only flying near the bull bear because you love it when things are inconvenient for me. Let's go like this. Hey! Come on, chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Alright. Let's bum rush the bull bear. Ah crap, ah crap, ah crap. Fine. Everything is fine. Everything is just great in Pikmin land. Everything is wonderful. I am so happy that all those Pikmin got eaten. And I'm also very happy that we have 69. Oh, never mind. We had 69 Pikmin a moment ago, and that's the funny number. Because apparently nowadays it's not 69 anymore, and that breaks my heart. Alright. Oh, those Pikmin are carrying their buddies over to the thing, so now we're going to be going over this way. I personally feel like this one's probably one of the more irritating ship parts to get, because the walkways to get over there are just so irritating to go through. So what I personally like to do is I like to throw Pikmin along this area right here, because trying to navigate that tight corridor over there is kind of a pain in the butt. So toss them over this way usually benefits my abilities to play the Pikmin. That's not what I want to do. We're gonna have you guys go over here. That one picking those on top of the stick. It's so satisfying watching them climb the stick. Okay, I think from down here we should, in theory, be able to reach that. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, let's try this instead. Let's try this the way they probably intend you to do it. Okay, now we're going over this way. We're gonna go around a long way because Muffin, get over here. Muffin. Muffin. I know you're probably like a bad kid, but you don't always need to be in the corner. It's always so funny watching like Bluey stuff and those memes of what you want your kids to be like, and it shows Bluey and what their kid is actually like, and it's Muffin. Alright, we got it. We got it going on. The chip art definitely is one of the more irritating ones to get, but it's not too bad once you have the skills and the sexiness to pull it off. UV lamp. This handy light is great for tanning, but it doesn't seem to have any relation to the dolphin's flight capabilities. I doubt that it will affect my escape from this planet. Perhaps there are other parts like this as well. I've never covered 18 out of 30 parts. If I find just 11 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So that pretty much sums up everything that I wanted to do within Distant Spring for now. Let's go look at that one Pikmin that's kind of like standing off on its own, and let's see where you are, buddy. Where are you? Oh, he's kind of all alone. He's like, Olimar, where are you? Come back to me, buddy. Was it something I said? Oh, I'm sorry, I cheated on your wife. We're going to spend the remaining part of our days just kind of like looking around the Distant Spring to see if there's anything we can set up that can help us for when we come back here in a couple days. Is there anything else here that can help us? The big thing I'm thinking of right now are like the kind of the walls that we'll be facing coming over here. Well, we could probably like raise our Pikmin flowers. You can call me Flower if you want to. Did anybody else think the flower was a girl? Watching Bambi when they were a kid? Like, I always thought Flower was a girl. And, like, later in the movie, like... it's so dumb. Like, I thought Flower was a girl. It didn't connect to my mind that, like, when they all grow up and, like, Flower's voice gets deeper, I didn't realize it was the same skunk. Okay. Might not be the most ideal... Oh, there's a wall over here. I was thinking about taking care of the bull bear, but probably not the most effective use of our time at the moment. Let's go over here. You get away. You get away. I don't like how slow they walk. They're like zombies. They slow and they're walking slowly and their health regenerates. They're basically like zombie bugs. Okay, alright. Let's go. Get back over here. Get back over here! Get back over here! Okay, great. We made no progress during the last couple seconds. We made no progress whatsoever towards the end. That's fine. The rest of our day was pretty productive. I was hoping we could at least take down that one wall, but it's fine. Eight days since impact. There are now only 12 parts that I still need to achieve. Will I be able to recover the remaining parts in 22 more days? Solely, there are some parts that are not absolutely necessary. If my ship is not complete by day 30, the only way I will find out is to try to lift off. I just recalled the day I took my son for a ride in the spaceship. He was so happy. I shall tell him of this journey when I return. And I shall return. I must. I can already see the look of wonder on his precious face as I describe my adventures with the Pikmin. Pikmin population! We lost a couple good Pikmin in battle, but their deaths will not be in vain, and we shall never forget them. Who are we talking about? I forgot. We have a lot of blue Pikmin, holy crap. So, we'll come back to the distant spring a little bit later in our adventure, but next time, we're returning to the Forest Navel, and we won't quite be able to finish it off for a couple days, but we're going to be spending a little bit of time here, so that's going to be a fun time all around. Thank you guys so much for watching this video for Pikmin 1, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.